So this happened last night. Somebody spoofed my dead mother's phone number and tried calling me. And then they spoofed my number, apparently calling me from my own fucking phone. And then they left me a bunch of messages, and I know who it is, but they're fucking playing Pick Me. It's some podcaster, and I'm not going to give them the fucking attention.
Hi, thanks for the attention. This is PodAwful.
Right, they don't. Taking Tucker Carlson down is about getting him off.
With Maya Rudolph, Bobby Moynihan, musical guest Red Hot Chili Peppers, and your host, Dirk.
Hello. Yeah.
Happy to be here. Actually, I'm your host, Jesse P.S. This is PodAwful. Yeah, don't worry. It's not Dirk, who didn't even know to say hello when I introduced him just then. That was scary. Did you just drop a can, by the way, in the middle of all of that? I just heard.
No, that was not me.
I did not drop anything.
Well, happy to be here. I'm your host, Jesse P.S. This is PodAwful, the Pick Me podcast of choices. Pick me, everybody.
And we're here to get you off.
And we're here to get me off. We're live over at PodAwful.tv. That is the point of PodAwful, is to get me off. We're live over at PodAwful.tv. We've got the live chat room. Let's check in on the chat room, see what they're saying. In the chat room, what are they saying? We've just scratched the surface with Misfit, they're saying. Yes, absolutely. This is incredible. Good old zipper tits. Dirk. Someone says, Dirk.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
We'll be starting the show soon.
Are you? Yeah, that's right. You are. Well, let's wait on that. Okay, so let's not. Probably shouldn't bring that up just now. Okay, so Misfit Patriot. I couldn't be prouder. I couldn't be happier. Last episode, primo episode in the Pizza Fund. Who did we talk about? We talked about Misfit Patriot. We talked about Elijah Schaffer. No sooner did I make these guys goons. And by the way, what an incredible goon Misfit Patriot has become. I mean, it's amazing. Everything about Misfit Patriot has been so funny. So yeah, he's perfect. He's perfect. We're replacing old goons with Misfit Patriot, with Elijah Schaffer. I declared them new goons of the show. Remember in the middle of the show last time, Misfit Patriot went live on some other guy's thing on what was the guy? I can't even fucking
Ollie. Was it Ollie?
Ali, some
the
sort
Australian
of
guy.
the Australian guy,
Jewish guy,
Jewish
Australian Jew.
That's everything you need to know. He's a rebel. It was a rebel news show though. It was like a rebel guy, and he goes live on this rebel guy. Elijah Schaffer, it turns out, right after the episode. I mean, it could not have been crazier timing. Elijah Schaffer and Misfit Patriot start going fucking head to head. They're fighting now. So I randomly said Elijah Schaffer's now a goon. Then we find Misfit Patriot, an amazing new goon, one of the top goons of the year. And now, boom, they're having a fight on Twitter. It's crazy, but let's start with this. I'm so excited.
When goons collide.
This is what it's like when goons collide. Goons collide. Are you ready for it? You're not ready for it. Guys, you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. This is so exciting for me. I love when this stuff happens. This is dear God working his magic. We've clearly been good disciples. Thank you all. Thank you to the henchmen, to the cult members, for making all of this possible. Now let's roll back this video one more time. Listen to what he had to say here.
So this happened last night. Somebody spoofed my dead mother's phone number and tried calling me. And then they...
This was the night of the show, by the way. Just so you're...
Classic.
Yeah. So his mommy died last year. And I really somebody even said this to me recently. We got to stop being the podcast of tee-hee dead mommies. Which I agree with 100%. That's true. We've accidentally wound up in this position of being tee-hee dead mommy guys.
It's our niche.
It's not good. It's our niche. Listen, it's not a great niche.
Jesse,
what's that, Urquit?
Goons' moms have to stop dying. That's what's the problem.
Thank you.
That's their fault.
Thank you. I was trying.
Stop killing their moms.
This is what I was trying to explain. Is like, I'm not killing them. I'm not. It's not my fault. They've all got dead moms. But it looks bad because one day, I hate to even think this or say it. One day, our mommies will all die too. And not my mom, but you guys' moms will. My mom will. You'll never find out. If my mommy or daddy die, you will never know. And I will be rebuilding them with AI to keep them, not in an Alex Stein creepy way where they're in control of the blimp.
Drive the moon base.
No. I'm gonna have phone calls with them on the show that are very realistic to keep up appearances that I'm never a dead mommy guy. Okay.
There'll be 110.
I've dug myself into a little tiny hole here. Your little hole. I'm in your little hole. And I can't listen, we got to stop being dead mommy, guys. Okay. It is bad because Alex Stein, this is how it all went down. Alex Stein claimed that we were dead mommy guys, and we weren't back then. We had never said anything about his dead mom. And then he kind of forced the issue by making the world's worst poem ever. Do we have to play the poem again? We might have to play the poem again, to be honest.
Like a shattered bowl.
Like a shattered bowl. So he made this insane poem about his dead mommy. But that was a joke about his poem, not about his mom. And then Mersh's mom died. And yeah, okay. Yes, I made fun of his dead mom. But not for being dead, for being a whore when she was alive. That's completely different. Unless she's out there, doing the graveyard smash, then I don't think she's a whore now. Dying cured her of her whoredom. She's a bit of a hoarder. So
we also kind of did some content on Ethan Ralph's dead mom.
Okay, we did, and that was pre-Stein, to be fair. We did do the Ethan Ralph mom memorial. But, in fairness to me on that one, all I did was bring flowers to his mom's house in her memory, in her honor of her death. Because remember, Ethan refused to take his mommy to dialysis, and then she died from it. And so now I did bring dead flowers, which is no good, maybe, for my argument here. But, okay, we're turning over a new leaf. We're getting cute. Guys, we're going cute. PodAwful's going cute. We're more of a tee-hee, not a dead mom tee-hee, but just more of a tee-hee style podcast. Little crimes, tiny, funny little ha-ha powered by tee-hee crimes kind of podcast. This one, I feel like, though, is
spoofing people's numbers.
This is harmless. This is harmless, right? Yeah. His mommy, again, just like Alex Stein, Misfit Patriot tried to grift off of his dead mommy. I haven't shown you, this is unfair to me. I haven't shown you guys this. I need the stuff where he's grifting off his dead mom so you can see what led to this. Because there's an entire, guys, I'm gatekeeping. I'll be honest with you. I've been gatekeeping Misfit Patriot info because I knew we're going to be covering this guy for a while. I didn't want to drop it all in the first episode. I didn't want to drop it all in the second one. We're just going to drip feed it to you. Let's get into some grifting dead mom technology here. If somebody knows where to look for this and can throw it in show discussion or maybe send it to me in a DM or something, I'll be on the lookout for that. Because, again, this has a purpose to it.
So this happened last night. Somebody spoofed my dead mother's phone number and tried calling me. And then they spoofed my number.
So, I mean, is that bad too? I'm pretending to be you as well. Okay, so what?
Apparently calling me from my own fucking phone. And then they left me a bunch of messages, and I know who it is, but they're fucking playing pick me at some point.
Now, I don't think he knows what the term pick me means. That's like See, that's a term that women use against other women. And I know half of this equation makes sense. Here, me, I'm all man, baby. Okay, listen, I might be trans, and I am, but I'm double masculine, everybody. As always, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm double masculine. My pronouns are he, and tee-hee as well, by the way. I go by he, tee-hee, either way. I'm one of those. I sort of switch it up. I'm twice the man that most guys are. Now, Misfit Patriot is a lady who has been slowly attempting to become a man over many moons and millenniums. And it's almost working. We're almost there. So this pick me thing is crazy, though. I know he's talking about me here because the day before this, when we were all tweeting at him and messing with him and trying to make him mad, he started referring to me as a pick me on there. And I was like, pick me? Isn't that like a lady who is like one of the guys? That's what you are. You're a lady who's trying to be one of the guys. There's never been a more pick me right-wing grifter than fucking the Mitzvah Patriot over here.
Podcaster, and I'm not going to give him the fucking attention.
Too late. Thank you. Absorbed. I'm absorbing the attention. Thank you. Share the show. Like the show.
But this didn't piss me off as much as this. This is Elijah Schaffer. And I was just on last night with Avi and Ian.
So this is exactly the stream that we played while it was live on my show live, right? Remember that?
Yep.
And Elijah says, I didn't know Rebel was at this point. Diabolical panel. I'm starting to like Elijah Schaffer, by the way. Now, this is getting especially crazy because remember, this is, how could you forget, Pride Month. And so now we've got a cat fight going on between a trans and a gay. This is incredible stuff. I mean, happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
You're not going to believe what this whole fight is really about. Now, remember, in our first episode of Misfit Patriot, he was a panelist on Elijah's show, it was a Rift TV. We found out he's doing a new thing called Rift TV. This fake fucking, it's one of these bot farms. He bought subscribers. It's insane. Elijah Schaffer, he's now trying to switch things over from slightly offensive to Rift TV. You go to his Rumble now, it's now Rift TV / slightly offensive. He's trying to do a whole new thing, get a new image going. He had this dope on. The Bar Mitzvah Patriot to defend Israel or something. I don't know. I don't even remember what it was about. So to call this a diabolical panel is so funny because this, half of the panel, because one of these guys is the host, so that's not a panel, right? Do you count the host as the panel? How does that work? Is this guy a panel member or no? He's the host, right?
He is once he's a part of a group. You could call them the panel as a whole, but yeah, he's the host. Okay,
so yeah, not a panel. So then half of the panel is Elijah Schaffer's panel, and he's like, diabolical. This is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. Now I get it. You're looking at Ian Miles, Ching Chang Chong as well. That's him alone is a diabolical panel. Of course, the panel in question is a blood panel, and you're trying to figure out, is he like part rhesus monkey or what the fuck is going on with his genes? How does he look like that? Of course, Ian doing his best Elon Musk impression the entire time. Really, truly diabolical in some way. So this tweet floored me.
On Rebel TV, and Elijah saying, I didn't know Rebel was at this point. Diabolical panel. The look on his face, realizing he chose tribal. Now his allies are these guys, and if you have these guys on, right, you're a sellout, or you don't have to sell out. Australians. I don't know what he means by this, but I know it's a fucking insult.
That's so womanly. That's like such a woman reaction. I understand you're making fun of me, but I don't know how. But I know it's bad, and I'm mad. I'm angry. It's like when your wife crosses her arms and she's upset, and it turns out it's because of a dream she had. You have to sit there and interpret through her stupid ideas and dreams whether or not you did something wrong.
And here's why it pissed me off.
Oh, by the way, I see humorous username Hugh U. I like Hugh U. We're calling him Hugh U now. Hugh U posted what I assume is a clip from his we still have never watched this guy's podcast. This show is called PodAwful, and I've refused to watch his podcast. But you've posted a clip through the podcast here. I assume this has something to do with the dead mom. Maybe call in and guide me, and we'll check that out, because we do have to check that out.
Elijah tried to book me on his fucking show in person.
Whoa.
For this week.
Fucking his fucking show. Reddit. Fact check real quick. Fucking Redditors. They're all first timers when it comes to cursing. It's an autistic boy, a 10-year-old autistic boy trying his hand out at the F slurs.
Right. He literally was trying to put me on fucking Spirit Airlines to Florida. I don't know if you guys know. I said I was supposed to go to Fort Lauderdale, and then it fell through. This is why it fell through. His fucking card got declined. And also, I was...
So Elijah's broke. So both of these guys are fucking broke.
Embarrassing.
It's crazy what's going on here, and the reveals that are happening here, the diabolical reveals here. And these are guys that 2 weeks ago or something like that, they were friends and doing panels with each other.
Literally about 5 seconds away from being like, forget it. Fucking Spirit? I've never flown on Spirit, and I will never fly on Spirit.
Okay, now, see, Hugh Yu says we don't need to watch it per se. Well, what does that mean? What am I supposed to be call in so I understand what's going on? Guys, if you want to call in, if you've got something on Misfit Patriot or Elijah Schaffer, or you got anything you want to say, call into the show. PodAwful.com/cult. It's our Discord link. Jump in the call-in channel, and you can call into the show.
Is this a cult if I ever heard one? Yes, it is. It's a cult. I mean, it's the cult of cult.
PodAwful.com/cult. All right, here he is. He's here. All right. Hugh, what's up? What's going on with this fucking link here you posted?
So I was just checking to get the exact point, but I grabbed the timestamp where he starts to talk about his mom.
Okay.
I believe he it was a while since I actually watched it, but he goes through like the merch that he sold to help the GoFundMe, whatever. Like he covers like the campaign and the merch, but I think the Facebook post is better because that is like
I can't see the Facebook. I can't see. I'm banned from Facebook. I don't have Facebook.
Oh, okay. Well, because if
you screenshot it, you can screenshot it and post it, and I'll show it. But I can't do it.
Okay, because I only screenshotted one of the posts he made. I guess I can go look really quick and see if I can get screenshots of the other one, because he made like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Like related to the mom situation.
The mom, we call it the mom, so not dead mother. Bless her heart. God bless her. We're Catholics here now, but as the king of the woke right, I admonish all making fun of dead moms. However,
of course,
we do refer to it as the mom situation. And you'll remember on the last episode, I revealed that he not only did he have a GoFundMe for his dying mommy, but where he was taking like selfies, like, dude, check it out, look, she's almost dead, whoa.
Oh yeah, he's like smiling too.
He's having a great time with her death. He's also getting Jewish people to send in donations for her death. Okay, he specifically asked for Jewish prayer, and Jewish people were sending in hundreds of dollars in order to finance this man's mom's death. I don't even know how that worked. And by the way, that would make sense if you were Alex Stein. This guy claims he's Catholic, so I don't really know what's going on there. All right, let's take a break from this one for a second and then check out the other one there. this off screen. Okay, so we've got his YouTube.
My mom passed away.
And we are not laughing.
No.
Not a laughing
Nope.
matter.
Nope.
That
Nope.
is
smirking.
serious stuff, and we would never, ever
I'm
mock
Catholic.
it. But we're all Catholic here. So do not laugh.
My mom passed away.
Dirk. Dirk.
God rest her soul.
God rest her soul. Thank you, Dirk. Calm down, man.
I'm choking up back here.
Okay, is that all it was? That was a little. All right.
Yeah.
Let's hear that one more time.
My mom passed away.
It's
What are you laughing at, Scott?
What?
Scott's just trying to
passing
process.
What do you make a video
Do you
for?
laugh at funerals, guys? Come on.
Scott.
Yes.
Scott is just trying to process this
I
emotion.
gotta laugh at a
Fuck,
funeral.
man. All right, let's try that one more time.
My mom passed away.
Damn! That sucks.
Shit.
Whoops.
Okay, no tease.
Early yesterday morning.
God, what was this? Like the other day?
It's kind of hitting me a little bit more today. I had to compartmentalize yesterday. It was a pretty bittersweet day.
What part was sweet about it? By the sweet part was the cash, the Jewish gold coming in.
Because
And by the way, I'm sorry it's so quiet. That's on his end. There's nothing I can do.
He never equalizes the audio. I checked other video clips, and it always sounds like this.
It's so quiet.
The day before, I was invited on Piers Morgan, and that's a pretty big opportunity, especially.
Oh, this is back when he still liked Piers Morgan, I guess.
With what they wanted to discuss. I've been talking about this Andrew Tate thing, and this may sound corny, but this is something that I really think is important. I really believe in.
You really believe in your mom dying? What the fuck are you talking? What is happening?
Well, what's funny is that I think he's talking about him fighting the Tates. And he's like, it's so important. I know I'm talking about my dead mom, but we gotta talk about this Tate situation.
I didn't know anything about this Andrew Tate stuff. That's going to come up again later in the episode here.
I had the nurses and my godmother.
Just put a fucking pillow over her head.
They called me. I think it was around like 1.
As soon as the donations dried up, just go ahead.
And I put the photos of his face or the pictures he put on Facebook. Yeah,
my time, and I had slept through it. So at like 4:30 in the morning, I had gotten the bad news, and I had to.
Why weren't you there with her? They had to call you.
I had to take about
You're not busy. You could have just been there.
4 hours, 5 hours, great, like, whatever you think happened.
Okay.
Really? Like a blank
whatever.
So he went cruising for gay
Wait
sex.
a second, Urk, wait.
Sorry.
You know what I was thinking, too. I'm not going to say, don't say it. Don't say it, but you know what I was thinking. And it happened. Okay? So
you were thinking?
This is starting to sound bad. This is starting to sound a lot like we're making fun of a guy's dead mom again. How do I have two of these open? That's crazy. What the heck? This is just stuck on the screen like this. Isn't that insane? What the fuck is going on there? All right, anyway, so we do have some images here. Let's take a look. All right, this is where the Alex Stein part comes in. I think this probably illustrates it better than anything else. So here he is just taking some happy selfies of his dying mom. Again, if I'm ever in this scenario, please take no photos, okay? This is not the way you want to be remembered. Here's another one. Now, this is incredible. So, by the way, what is the purpose of the picture? He's taking a photo. It's like the meme of how women take photos of things. Here's a picture of a rock. Here's a woman taking a picture of a rock when she's in the picture too. Then you've got this one. There's dead mom in the background there. But look at this. Isn't it fascinating that the way he takes this picture is including the bed he's been staying on with her? So this is to show you, see, I've been by her side this whole time. Then you watch the video. He wasn't there when she died. So what was the point of the bed? The bed was performative. This is a performative bed. And usually, you know, I'm not talking Wilt Chamberlain performative here, okay? This is not the bed where the magic happens. If you catch my drift.
Well, we hope not.
But again, anything I think happened. Everything I think happened. So, listen, if the things I think happened, okay, all I'm saying is this might be a Chris Chan style scenario that might explain the bed.
That can mean anything.
That can mean anything, but it only means one thing. So here she is again. Again, why take these photos? And now, again, I've floated. This is no shade to his mom. The poor woman. I mean, it was bad enough she raised not just this freak. You know, her beautiful daughter grew up to be this, and that probably is what put her in an early grave. Then, I don't know if you know this, Zach's brother is a murderer, not just a drug dealer, a murderer. So Zach murdered one of his brothers by being a drug dealer, and his brother. This is what I heard. I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently Zach got busted for being a drug dealer. Oh God, I'm about to puke. And then his brother died from a fent overdose. Okay. He's got another brother. This is not a joke. I think this guy's name is Nate Bonfilio.
Nicholas, I think.
What? Nicholas,
I believe.
Nicholas Bonfilio, which, by the way, I don't know who posted it, but this is an amazing find. Bonfilio is Italian for good son. Well, I'll be the judge of that. So.
Yeah. Wait, so this lady had two boys and a girl. Her only daughter.
They had a pizza place.
And the and that's the one that transitions to a boy. Just wants to be like the brothers. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, you know, a lot of girls grow up with brothers and they're tomboys. The whole trans thing. Happy Pride Month. The whole trans thing is a tomboy genocide. This is what they say. It's a tomboy genocide. It's just taking tomboys and confusing them into getting their gruts removed. And that's unfortunately what happened here. It put his mom into an early grave. His brother, what is it? Nathaniel? What did we say it was? Nicholas? Nicholas murdered a guy. This is real. You can look this up. He murdered a guy and then got away with it somehow. Like he got off on a technicality or something. He just straight up murdered a dude. Murdered him by getting into a gravel pit fight.
Oh, base.
Not a joke. Sucker punches the dude in a fight. Like gets drunk, gets in a fight. Sucker punches the guy. The dude's like an old man, I think, maybe. I'm not sure if that part's true. The guy dies from being punched. It's one of those. You just hit a guy so hard he dies scenarios. Which
explodes on sight.
Which sounds cool. But you should probably go to jail for a while for that. He got 6 months for it. Served 5. Okay?
Lucky.
And now he's a free man.
He's a good boy.
Well, except for the fact that he was recently arrested for armed robbery. So
He'll make up those good boy points, I'm sure.
This is the family.
Use that photo.
These are the
AI make the dude kiss his mum or something.
Okay, we don't need to do that. These are the good sons we're dealing with here. And there's a drug user, a drug dealer who's not even a son, and then a murderer / robber or something like that. And again, everything I said is alleged and who knows? Look it up on your and true.
To be determined and true.
And
Allegedly true.
Allegedly, it's true, and it cannot be disproved. As a matter of fact,
True in the hearts of many.
Good luck trying to disprove this one. This alleged thing that definitely happened. So,
Alleged facts.
this is an alleged fact. Okay, I don't know who's alleging it. Could be a lawyer, and we kill lawyers around here. So
Could be a scientist.
Probably. I don't know if that makes it any more trustworthy. I don't know if we all trust the science anymore on anything, but Misfit Patriot probably does. We take one. That's a vaxxed lady right there. And by the way, vaxxed? Question mark? Who knows? Maybe we
Bringing it back.
Maybe we should look into whether or not. So this is what Mitzvah Patriot says. I was able to make it up here while mom could still understand me. And I said what I needed to say to her just in case. I'm going to kill my brother with drugs. The nurses say there's no way to tell how long she will hold on, but it will be soon. Okay. Creepy. Gotta head home. Here's the okay. So the bed it's a performative bed. Gotta head home because I left my job in a hurry. Your job is putting tile in a bathroom. You're like is the mayor's bathroom in trouble or something? Is he stuck in there with his dick caught in the fly and the only guy that can save him is a dude with a trowel? What do you mean? Like
the Down syndrome mayor.
Yeah, we're not. Help me! Help, I'm Doug. I need the Misfit Patriot to save me. So, I don't know why he thinks he needs to get back to his job so soon.
Listen, Mom, I'd stay with you, but my boss is a real jerk, let me tell you.
Yeah. But my godmother will be by her side if I don't make it back in time. There's no good way to handle this situation living 3,000 miles away, but I know what she'd want me to do. Grift in her honor. She would want me. My mom's final wish was to ask Jewish people for money on Give, Send, Go. I love you, Mom. And then this motherfucker. This is why we're allowed at least a couple teehees. This motherfucker hashtags his dead mom post.
Hashtag memes? What the fuck?
Hashtag the Misfit Patriot. Hashtag uncancelable. Sorry, your mom's show is over. It's canceled. Okay? Hashtag ban champ. Hashtag pun censored. Hashtag Misfit Patriot. Hashtag political. Hashtag news. Hashtag I almost read this as manga. I thought he was like an anime guy for a second. Hashtag
Goku's
MAGA.
looking after my mom now.
Yeah, he's up there. She's up there with Piccolo with a halo floating over her head.
Hashtag news is insane. For
yeah, hashtag news. Hashtag viral. Maybe that's how she died. It was a virus. She should have taken ivermectin. Hashtag Republican. It says, oh my God, how am I the king of the woke right? And this dude's hashtagging his mom's death with Republican. And again,
make sure to have meme and memes with an
S. You need both. You definitely need both just in case.
The woke right.
My theory is, though, that this is not, I don't think his mom even died. I'm not going to lie. I think that they're in the hospital trading sex organs or something. And he's getting trans surgeries done. She's got organ donor on her card, and he's going, finally getting my fucking cock and balls. Hell yeah.
Like that episode of Invader Zim, but he's getting sex organs.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this a genitals off situation? Like they're going to swap genitals? In like
genitals off, as in like face-off style, but genitals
that's
off.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Scott?
Yes, yeah, he's swapping with John Travolta.
As a matter of fact, yes, it is. It's exactly that. It is exactly a genitals off situation. Okay, so I literally don't know. This is like burned into my screen somehow. I don't know how to get rid of this. Okay, but anyway, let's go back to the actual video rather than this burn-in video that's happening. Where did we leave off with it? Okay, so that's the whole grift.
She would have been 90.
Okay, that nobody even knows what that's a reference to anymore, Scott. That's so old. Let's not go back. People are now zooming in and screenshotting his mom's death rattle face.
Not cool, guys.
Not cool. Not cool. We have to stop. All right, Hugh, thank you very much for jumping in and helping us with that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Let's take Jake. Hi, Jake. What do you want? You got something to add to this? Jake's been sitting there for a while. He forgot. He forgot he's here. I'm going to run back the video a little bit here so we remember where we left off. Whoa, look at that. Somebody stop me. I'm smoking. Yikes.
Get it. Fucking Spirit. I've never flown on Spirit, and I will never fly on Spirit. But again, dropping this fucking shit.
By the way, how crazy is it, too? Who else was a guest of Elijah Schaffer's was Royce and Mersch. And they always fly Spirit. They're taking Spirit all the way to Vegas. He refuses to go to... So Elijah's studio is in Florida. It's in Fort Lauderdale, I think, which is not really near where Royce and Mersch live. So they might have been taking Spirit Airlines over to Elijah's place as well. He refuses to go from Texas to Florida on Spirit, though. He's too much of a prima donna. This is a diva. We're dealing with a diva.
Implying that, you've lost credibility for having somebody like me on a panel after inviting me on your fucking show, right? That pissed me off more than somebody trying to call me from my dead mom's phone. So...
yeah, I had no effect on him. He keeps talking about it so much.
I told Elijah, don't bother rebooking me. I will wait for somebody who can afford Delta. So...
And we're gonna
go. Hang on a second. Does he think you got his dead mom's phone?
Mm-hmm. I did.
You took his dead mom's phone.
I dug it out of her Egyptian grave where she had every one of her items with her, and for her journey to the other side.
Yeah.
This week, so far,
we're gonna get into, by the way, the nitty gritty of these tweets back and forth. It's really crazy.
I've been permanently banned from Piers Morgan, and I have now banned myself from Rift TV, two major platforms.
I banned myself. He's the ban hashtag ban champ, hashtag dead mom, hashtag ban champ, hashtag viral marketing, hashtag virus inside my mommy's body. Oops, she's now a ghost.
And here's the thing, I get called a grifter a lot. I get called a grifter, which is somebody who misleads their audience for monetary gain. You guys notice the shirt that I'm wearing? It's my fucking company. I'm about to go look at a job, right?
I don't have money. I'm not a grifter. Just because you're a failed grifter doesn't mean you're not a grifter. Just because you tried and made no money doesn't mean you didn't try. You're still a grifter. It's like, oh, you have to go work a real job? Okay, you need to grift a little harder.
This is probably something that these fucking people should do, right? Because I can afford Delta. I really can. I mean, I'm just saying.
You couldn't afford it to get back to mommy before she passed. Oh, yeah, again, this is not, that's not... It's not a dead mom joke. It's not a dead mom joke. I just need to be clear. It's just so easy. The second a mom dies around any joke, and suddenly it's a dead mom joke. The joke is he's poor. Okay.
Poverty.
Yeah, it's a poverty joke. Are we allowed to make fun of a man for being poor?
We sure are.
But my point is, there is a fake-ass fucking culture on the internet of a bunch of fucking backstabbing bitches, and from now on, any one of these fucking cunts that I don't like who tries to book me on their show, you can start paying me.
Not a grifter.
That's how women talk.
Not a grifter, but anyway, here's the breakdown for my prices.
And I'm going to be fair. This is the pricing sheet that I have in my phone for other contractors, for a service call, or a consulting fee. I'm $1,000 a day. And if you want me to come out of town, you're going to have to pay for travel, lodging, expenses, or you can just give me a $250 a day per diem plus travel. Either way.
Cheap escort. Cheap escort.
This is diva. This might be the diva of all divas. The biggest diva goon we've ever seen. This is the diva Plava Laguna from The Fifth Element. Is that a reference anyone knows for me to even bother making that pun?
Up to you. But this is going to be called...
Yeah, that's the one.
the woke right service fee.
That was a sound she made when she got her dick installed.
Now, anybody else that doesn't suck who wants to have me on their podcast, yeah, just pay for travel. I'll do it for free.
So he's got a woke right fee. Now, I, of course, am now the king of the woke right. Everybody has been hailing me as the new king of the woke right. So I, of course, contacted Misfit Patriot. I'm willing to pay this price. $1,000, because I'm not going to have him in studio. So $1,000 to get him on the show? Yeah, I'll do that. No problem. $1,000. So I sent him, I'm blocked on Twitter. I sent him a message on Instagram. I said, sure, I'm a woke right. Hey, I'm the host of a woke right podcast that's an asshole to you. Here's $1,000. Come on the show. And wouldn't you know it, I haven't heard anything back. He went through this whole fucking rigmarole trying to explain to people that he is willing to go on anyone's show as long as they pay him that. I get completely ignored.
But that's the thing. The reason why Elijah wanted to bring me on is because I did a debate on his show already, and he actually seemed pretty normal. It wasn't.
Yeah, he was making fun of you. Elijah got one over on you. The whole thing was a joke on you. That was a prank. You were on a prank show, and you were the victim.
Anything like the Twitter fingers that we're talking about right now. And that's the whole point, isn't it? These people are fucking fake. They don't believe anything that they're saying. All of these woke right douchebags that are fucking talking about the Jews and fucking identity politics and fucking all the racism and sensationalist, clout-chasing, clickbait, rage-baiting bullshit, they don't even fucking believe it. That's the problem. So I'm not going to fucking go...
Oh, that's the problem. Not the part where the guy said online that you suck as a panel member.
On there, I wasn't planning on going on there anyway and fucking trying to be friends.
You were planning to go on there. You just showed DMs of the plans. We're going to go over the plans. The plans are very funny.
Would have called him out, but either way, this is just as good to me. This will save me a trip on Spirit Airlines. I can call you a cunt from Texas, right? You're fucking fake. Everybody can see that you're fucking fake. Fuck you, fuck Piers Morgan, fuck all these other fucking platforms. Nobody needs to go on them, but I will. Just pay me, all right? You have your people call my people. That's my people. Gatsby, some dickhead from
Doggo tax. We're paying doggo tax, everybody.
TV. He might be calling you. You tell him it's $1,000 a day.
Okay. Deal. Let's do it.
Done.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PodAwful.pizza.
Pizza.
PodAwful.pizza.
Okay, so the mom phone call so didn't bother Mitzvah Patriot that he made this tweet about it as well. He said, I've had stalkers do some crazy shit before, but calling me from my dead mom's phone number is next level insanity. Not even sure how they called me from my own phone after that, but these people have way too much fucking time on their hands. And then he shows the screenshot of himself and his mom calling him. By the way, why are you in your own phone as Zach? That sounds like you're already calling yourself pretty regularly anyway. It doesn't seem like this is such a weird thing for this to happen to you at this point. Somebody says, I assume they have mental health issues and can't harm you, but maybe they are lunatics that can. can you at least please stay armed and shoot 200 plus rounds a month? I personally do way more, but I don't have people doxing me even though I have an Israeli flag on my truck. And then Misfit Patriot says, I shot 200 rounds yesterday. Well, that's fascinating because here he is shooting these rounds. He says he calls this therapy, which is scary. A guy should not be taking out a gun and looking deeply into it and going, this will cure my mental illnesses.
I completely
Finally.
disagree.
Well, obviously Urquit has some other, but you have ghosts that haunt you. Truly, it's different for you. The gun is talking to you when you hear the voice. That actually is happening because of your murders that you've done. So he says he calls this therapy, shooting the guns. And then we've got this post right here, which is scary enough. That alone made me scared. Then he goes, finally took the AXG Legion out for a spin. Gonna have to adjust that red dot a little to the right, but it's a nail driver.
All right. Going for the head with the Legion.
This is the day after
If you're trying to drive nails, you should be using a nail gun.
This is the day after we made fun of him. Okay, just to be clear.
Right.
We made fun of him on a Thursday. This is Friday. This is him going to therapy. Terrified for his life. By the way, he's 5'5". Miss. This is why they call him Misfit Patriot. Yeah, exactly. Miss. You hit the hostage. Miss. He almost wanted to spin the gun. Did you see that? He was like, he thought about it. There was a second where he's like, oh shit, I'm on camera.
I'm not a cowboy.
Cowgirl. Reverse cowgirl.
Oh.
Yeah, you did great. Let me just get out my Twitter binoculars. Ooh, whoa, uh-oh. So he actually does show the target, and then look at this. This is so funny. So he missed a lot. A lot of them were completely over here. He's doing the classic low and to the left. And he's trying to blame the red dot on this. You missed the target. Like, you didn't even get one bullseye even by accident. How do you fucking... even these are not even great. Look at these groupings. This guy has no idea what he's doing. So, we're not afraid. That's all I'm saying. The woke right is not afraid. If any more
Jesse, may I also suggest
Yes.
he put the target there before he shot, missed every frigging shot, and then shows us this target with
That's
a bunch of holes in it.
That's a good point. There's no way to know this is the same target as what we saw just a minute ago. It was too tiny to
He
see.
probably stole somebody else's target.
Right, he took his friend's, who's like a crack shot.
Actually, I'm looking at this now from the hanging chads on this. This is from point blank range, and he still missed that much.
Oh,
you can tell these are completely, that's point blank, a lot of that. So that sucks, man. Yeah, we're going to be sending more people your way. Expect more deliveries in your future, Misfit Patriot, because there's no stopping us now. Look at that. Now, keep in mind, by the way, Misfit Patriot is, I think, a felon. I don't know if that's true or not. Does anybody know? He's had
A fellow felon?
He's had some bad stuff in his past.
DUI, right?
He's got DUI. Now, obviously, I don't think that's a felony thing. But there is this.
Gravel pit fighting. That's illegal.
Gravel pit fighting. This is clearly not a stable guy who can, handle a gun. He certainly shouldn't have one. Somebody should be looking into this. Now, here's the most fascinating part, okay? So we've got this. Tomorrow, maybe starting Tuesday when your trial starts, this person says, tomorrow he's going on trial for beating up a disabled old guy. He's following in his brother's footsteps.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Dead Ham? Because I noticed this. He's on a plane. Today he's on a plane and he's taking pictures of his Crocs. He's showing off his Croc shoes and going, look, girls, I'm on a plane. He's heading off to wherever Dead Ham is to go on trial. Again, this is tomorrow. This is happening tomorrow. Is that on here somewhere? I don't see it, but apparently he's having a jury trial tomorrow. A and B, assault and battery on a +60/disabled with injury. Okay.
Oh.
So his cadence and his way of speaking aren't the only thing similar to the Santa Cruz Joker when it comes to Misfit Patriot. We've got a whole other thing going on. So I'm not so sure that after tomorrow, Misfit Patriot will even be allowed to hold a gun anymore. We are now getting to the point where all that practice, those 200 rounds, you're not going to have therapy very soon. You might have to see a real like anger management therapist, and you're going to have to meet them in a gravel pit of my fucking choosing. Now, by the way, join the Pizza Fund, PodAwful.pizza. Support the show. You can also support the show by going over to PodAwful.shop, where we have a new secret limited run of new t-shirts. Let me just show you these t-shirts here real quick. This is PodAwful.shop. Check it out. And here are our limited shirts. These are only going to be up for like maybe another week and a half, okay, maximum. Why? Because I'm afraid of getting sued. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our mugshot line of t-shirts. Speaking of criminals, we have here the actual lawyer Nick Rekieta t-shirt. As you can see, it's got Nick's mugshot on it, and it says, "Every bitch I ever fucked also fucked Aaron Imholt. Hedonism 3, Spicer, Minnesota. It's on site."
Oh, man. Classic.
It also says, "Need a lawyer? Call," and then there's a certain phone number on there. I don't have to say much more than that. With the Rekieta Law logo on it. That doesn't seem great. I said, blackface isn't the only thing that's black about Nick Rekieta. He's also been to jail and is gay. Now, that's one option you've got. Then you've got, this is the belle of the ball here. This is the one that inspired them all. Our wife, Kayla Rekieta. "I think I found my soulmate. I'm talking about cocaine, but Kayla's okay too. Your boy didn't do too bad, did he?" And here we got Kayla's mugshot. It says, "I'm in a polycule with Kayla Rekieta, our wife."
Deal with it.
And then, yeah, deal with it, which is a great shirt. That's a good one. And then we've also got, ladies and gentlemen, Ape Didn't Do Nothing. This is Jail Princess April Imholt. "Warner Brother, yo, free my nigga Ape," with a cameo by Harambe. Remember that?
Free Harambe.
And this is very important. This shirt is Citizen M approved, so we're good to go on this one, everybody. The shirt is Citizen M approved. Now, I'm asking you guys, what do you think? Who do you think? These have been flying off the shelves, okay? PodAwful.shop. People are buying these things. I really thought this wouldn't sell at all. People are buying these things up. Who do you think is in the lead when it comes to shirts right now? Is it Nick? Is it Kayla? Is it Ape? Who's the top seller? What are we thinking?
Kayla.
Tell me in chat too. You guys let me know in chat. They're saying woof in chat. Woof, woof. Yikes. Free my nigga Ape. Who's winning?
I think Ape.
You think Ape's winning? Who says Ape?
Me.
I say Ape. I'll go with Ape.
Who says Nick?
Yeah.
Who says Nick? No one. Who says Kayla?
Yeah, I think Kayla's.
Okay,
yeah.
now I'll tell you this, all right? I asked this on Twitter, and everybody was guessing. Most people were wrong. They're saying in chat, Ape. You guys better buy that Ape shirt then. You better buy that Ape shirt then if you think it's such a hot one. All right, so I revealed this on Twitter, but Scott, you're wrong. Coming in dead last is Kayla Regaina. Now, what's crazy is I originally planned just on the Kayla shirt. The Kayla shirt was the idea, and then I was like, let me just do them all. And so I am currently referring to my sales as Aaron Imholt because Kayla's getting slept on.
I think Kayla's the most controversial, but that's the one that Nick would be the most upset by.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Now, here's the crazy part, okay? This is true. I didn't think anybody was going to do this. Most people are buying all 3 shirts. Most people.
Amazing.
Most people. Thank you so much.
I know someone who bought all 3 shirts. You know, Jesse.
You know a lot. You know a lot of someone's who did, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
Because literally most people are. It's crazy. Thank you to everybody who's gotten one so far. PodAwful.shop. By the way, if you're a $40 level member of the Pizza Fund, there's a discount code on the Pizza Fund that you can use at PodAwful.shop for this. Make sure you use that. Don't pay more than you have to. It basically takes off the shipping and tax and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so most people are buying all 3, but no one has bought just Kayla. Not a single person. Now, a few people bought just Nick. A few people bought just Ape. Dead even.
Damn.
Right now, I checked before the show. Right now, we are at a dead even Nick and Ape as far as as far as the people who aren't buying all 3, dead even. I'm dying to know who wins this battle because I know for me personally, I'm getting the Nick shirt. Okay, I'm not going to get all 3. That's insane. As the guy selling the shirt, I mean, thank you to everybody. I think you should do it. But as far as me with my own merch, I really like the Nick one. The Nick one is like calling to me. It's just so funny. And I think I might even have a sequel in the works here already. But again, these will 100% be gone by next week. Okay. I don't know when exactly. Maybe Friday or Saturday next week. Not this coming Friday or Saturday, but the next one. Gone for sure. They might be gone before that against my will. Okay. I might be receiving a cease and desist at some point here that will force the matter. I'm getting this Nick shirt. I would love to see who wins this one. I do want to see a few more Kaylas sold. Guys, I know. Obviously, she looks like this. She's a ghoul. She's a cross-eyed ghoul, but she's a ghoul in a polycule, and that's pretty cool. So, grab the shirt. PodAwful.shop. All right, enough of my grifting. Enough of my asking you if you want to buy a thing and then getting something for your money, a.k.a. grifting. Did you guys know that that's a grift? That's what they're calling it.
No, you were doing us a favor with those. Get them while you can.
Buying a shirt, getting a shirt for your money is a grift.
I am high energy. I can't control myself.
Okay, so let's dive into these Elijah Schaffer tweets here. So again, this is him saying, I didn't know Rebel was at this point. Diabolical panel. And it's just fucking Misfit Patriot looking like a doofus. And then he says, Avi has that look on his face. That's the host guy, this dude right here. He says, Avi has that look on his face, realizing that he chose tribalism over truth. And now his allies are these guys. Don't worry, bro. You don't have to sell out the Australians any longer. You can do what's right and good for them. Seeing this makes me feel bad for you. Rough. So just having on these guys is rough in his mind. Now, then in fairness, he does say no hate on anyone on the panel, but I remember when Rebel had influence. So saying that these guys are nobodies, which, yeah, 100% true with Misfit Patriot, but people do know who Ian Miles Cheong is, right? I don't know that that's true with him. So then, here's the thing. He says no hate, but Misfit takes it as hate. And he quote tweets it. He says, "What the fuck do you mean by these guys? You tried to book me on Spirit Airlines to come on your show this week and then canceled last minute because your card got declined. I don't think you have any fucking room to criticize anyone's panel when you literally tried to book the same guest. I wouldn't have aired this shit online if you weren't acting like a smug cunt. But I'm not letting you trash Avi using my name, you fucking hypocrite. Don't bother rebooking me. I'll find someone who can afford Delta." I don't think he was bothering to rebook you. I gotta be honest. Let's take a close look. Somebody says, source, grok, evidence. Is there any evidence on any of this, And then Grok is like, "Please stop tweeting at me, you fucking nerds." God, it must be so tough for Grok during Pride Month. Got to be one of his most used times. So Misfit Patriot says, "Here you go." And then he shares these. Now let's take a look. So here's the booker for Elijah's show. He says, "What's up, bro? What's up, bro? I'm a guy just like you. We're guys. Everybody here's a guy. You're a guy. I'm a guy. Look at this. I'm smoking a big cigar. It's a big novelty cigar, and I'm smoking it. Elijah wanted me to get you booked." Misfit Patriot says, "Yeah, he said later this week. I just have to be back by Saturday. So LMK, what the plan is." And then nobody responded to him. Now, this is where it gets a little... This is where I start doing some diabolical planning of my own. Where I start realizing some things might be going on that I don't think Misfit Patriot picked up on. Tell me what you think about this. So Monday rolls around and he says, "Are we all set?" Nobody's talking to him. Then, I don't know, 15 hours later or something, he sends them his info for his Spirit Airlines trip. Okay? There's his name, date of birth, his railroad number. Don't know what that is. And then, you know, it's because he loves the train. He's autistic. He loves trains. So.
Choo-choo, all aboard the Metron Express.
So then the guy says, so remember, he sent this first one at 11:10 a.m. Now let's get petty, okay? The guy doesn't respond till 3:43 p.m. Now that's not a lot of time, but they're not in a rush to get this guy booked. So then he's like, here's what I think is happening. I think the booker guy is like, "Oh, fuck, I forgot we told this retard that we're going to have him on the fucking show." So now he's frantically DMing Elijah, being like, "Oh, do you even still want this guy?" And Elijah's like, "Who?" And then Elijah's like, "Hang on 1 second." And he goes onto Twitter. He sees that Pierce Morgan has banned this dude from the show. And he goes, No. Get rid of it. This guy is persona non grata, which I think means person without penis. So the guy's like, would leaving at 7 a.m. be too early? Now he's trying to make it sound like this is like the worst plan, worst flight ever to try to get him to cancel. Right?
Yep. I think so, yeah.
Would leaving at 7 a.m. be too early? They shoot these things at night. A flight from Texas to Florida is what? 3 hours or something, maybe? Like, it's not going to take very long. The live show, the live stream is at night. What's he supposed to do there all day while he's there? I had to wait a few hours to book. Had to wait a few hours to book means, oops, we plumb forgot. And now options are way more limited. And that's, of course, that's steering. He's trying to land that plane on, oh, by the way, you'll be flying the Black People airline. I'm a killer gorilla. That's not me saying that, by the way. I'm quoting Elijah Schaffer. Okay? He refers to it as that. We'll get to that. So, Misfit Patriot ain't busy. They fucked up. Okay? Misfit Patriot says, 7 a.m. Wednesday is fine. And so the guy's like, okay, fuck. All right, here's what we can get you. San Antonio to Fort Lauderdale, and it says Spirit Airlines. Okay, 7 a.m. Spirit Airlines. Now, I got to be honest. There's no reason on earth to ever pay to fly this guy out to anything. This is a nobody. This dude bought all of his followers. It certainly doesn't make sense to fly him out to your show where you bought all the fucking subscribers for it. So, being willing to do this at all is a very kind courtesy to this guy. All right? Like, he should be thanking his lucky stars anyone's giving him this kind of treatment. So then he gets this. Sorry for Spirit, but literally all the, which again, if it was like Royce and Mercer, they'd be like, oh, Spirit, yay, our favorite. Oh, good. Thank God it's not Frontier. We've got Spirit miles.
This is fancy.
Wow, whoa, they got a USB port on this one. So they go, sorry for Spirit, but literally all the other options went up by like $300 in the last few hours. $300 is breaking the bank for this thing. Again, let me just real quick go. Let me just take a look here. At Rift TV, they have 153,000 followers. $300 is breaking the fucking bank for these guys. They can't do it. Okay?
Jesus.
So then Misfit Patriot, upset, diva alert, goes, Spirit bro? LOL? At least it's nonstop. What a fucking prideful response, everybody. Wow. So proud. So proud of that response.
Brave.
It is brave and it is proud. It's almost a Native American. It's so proud. In fact, that's why they were trying to fly him Spirit. So
Exactly.
at least it's nonstop. At Grok, what is the cheapest flight someone could possibly book you on? Like, hey, how about this, retard? They don't have to fly you in at all. Okay, you're getting a free
got a fucking Greyhound.
Yeah. I'm gonna start asking people to come on the show and book them through Greyhound bus or Chinatown. Chinatown bus, the mega bus, the double-decker mega bus. Yeah, sorry, you have to pick you have to get it at Canal Street in Manhattan. Yeah, it was last minute. Everything else went up by $15, so we're gonna have to book you on.
Oops.
Whoopsie. So then the guy can't believe it. The guy's like, this motherfucker is actually agreeing to fly Spirit at 7 a.m. So he goes, actually, sorry for all the changes. Can you do next week? Like, hey, pick up the hint, Mitzvah Patriot. And Mitzvah Patriot goes, next week I'm driving from Boston to Texas, and then work should be picking up. This week is best, but if not, we'll have to figure out when I have free time, and I won't know till I start booking. The only people booking you is the jail where you're about to go after this trial tomorrow. Okay? You should be asking them for bail money. Huh?
He's driving from Boston to Texas. Why is he not flying from Boston to Texas?
Yeah. By the way, driving from Boston to Texas is the Spirit Airlines flight of driving. And who knows what kind of car this guy has. By the way, he's on a flight right now. I don't remember. Is this last week? I think this is last week. So is he flying to Boston but doesn't have the JetBlue money to fly back home. He's driving back home.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
That's
got enough
a
money
goon
for
for
one
you.
way.
He says driving, but he's probably on a Greyhound.
Yeah, that's true. He's on the
He's being a bit of a
Chinatown bus.
Karen, I would say.
So then,
Going on a bus is like having a chauffeur.
hours later, he talked like nobody said anything. They were just like, okay, fine, he can't do it. Good. And then hours later, he messages them again and says, I already got a dog sitter, so let me know what's going on if you're canceling or we're still on. Dude, they fucking canceled on you. It's off. Okay?
But he got a dog sitter.
It's off. He got a dog sitter for this. So then the next day, they finally get back to him and say, I think we may have to pass for the week. Sorry for the confusion. Basically, our card we use for expenses was locked, so I couldn't book your flight. Crazy. The embarrassment on every end of this is so wild. Like, I don't know who to feel worse for. Elijah Schaffer has no money. Misfit Patriot has no friends. This is nuts. Nobody is reading this situation properly whatsoever. Like, nobody knows what the other one is trying to do or imply in all of this. So again, Misfit Patriot tweets all this stuff out. He kind of leaks Elijah, embarrasses him this way. So then Elijah tweets this. Okay, now it's getting juicy. Elijah says, unfortunately, you aren't popular enough or bring enough views to justify spending the additional money it costs to fly you in last minute, which finally somebody is saying.
I got excited.
Wow.
Very excited to see all of this.
You shouldn't be getting anything. Thank God. We're on Elijah's side, by the way, on all of this. Elijah's the hero here. So we tried to book you for a later date. The only thing that was available the day before we wanted you out was Spirit, and I told my producer we should wait to fly you on a better airline. Never happened. No, you didn't. No. Was trying to treat you professionally and not make you fly with blacks. He says. You were he just says it. You were being flown out, which is a rare privilege in media these days. So you and I could have a discussion on what we disagree on, agree on, and the current topics of the week. So this is very funny, though, that Elijah is going, look at this guy. He fucking sucks as a guest. Meanwhile, he's booking him at the exact same time. Like, that is a messed up move. Everyone else who has you on either has you on virtually or makes you pay your own way. So don't act like you regularly get some red carpet treatment as an A-list celeb. You insult people every single day on this app and brag about it, yet still go on shows with them. I didn't insult you, which would have been easy to do. Yeah, Caddy. Ooh. Girls, the claws are out. This is getting nuts. I threw shade at Avi for having to rely on an American and Malaysian for his allies since he has no support in Australia anymore. You can read the post. I even clarify I wasn't throwing any shade at the people on the panel. You called it a diabolical panel. Yes, you did. Diabolical. El Diablo. You're saying that his panel was of the devil because there was a transgender person on it. And also whatever Ian Miles Cheong is, a transvestite. Which is true. We saw the pictures. He's got wigs and he wears a corset or something. He pumps up his titties. And so this is a classic LGBT infighting. Okay? This is not just diva v diva. You know, this isn't your wrestling style diva match where the only reason you're watching is to look at their succulent buttocks. The other, which is also the reason you watch Stone Cold v The Rock. The other reason, the other thing going on here is, you know, there's a lot of these gays on the right are anti-trans now. And they're like, hang on a second, why are you lumping in all the trans with us? We just like kissing pee-pees. What's all this fucking shit about cutting off pee-pees? That's the opposite of what we want. We want as many pee-pees as possible. LGBTQP. Short for both PP and the other thing you're thinking. It's all of them. That should be their catchphrase, but LGBTQP plus, and then in quotes italicized. It's all of them. And then just leave that up to you to interpret what's going on there. The P is for pride. The P is for pride, I say. And I always said that. I was always saying that.
I'm about to bust.
So these gays have had enough of this trans stuff. I think even the lefty gays, you know, I'm a woke right guy. What do I know from a lefty?
Yeah.
But I think the lefty gays have even had enough because, again, they want the pee-pees.
How about I punch you right in your goopy vagina?
They don't want goopy vaginas going on inside their club. Okay? It's a big club and your pee-pee ain't in it? No, thank you. George Carlin said that, by the way. We're doing a little bit of Chappelle. What did he do? The T's and the B's, people. And then he pretends to laugh at his own joke that he said 1,000,000 times already. He hits him. He does a knee slapper with the microphone.
That's how you know it's really funny.
And then he takes 15 minutes to smoke. And you got to sit there and you have to pretend like this is the smartest dude I've ever. He's black and he's saying this stuff. This is crazy. He's so smart. And so you give him the time. He can sit there and go. And then he does this. He looks at the cigarette. Like there might be something in there. Now.
Why do they do that?
Now, the thing about the tease is, and everybody's like,
You gotta let Chappelle cook, man.
And he does the juicy Smollett joke fucking 5 years after I did it. So, anyway, we're doing some Chappelle right now. We're talking about how the gays hate the tease. They don't want to be in the car together. We're doing some Carlin, the worst stand-up comedian of all time. I don't want to cut off my penis. I want to turn it inside out. Now, there are, by the way, 7 words you can't say on the internet, and they go like this. Sorry, Pride Month. Here goes nothing. Anyway, all right, sorry, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my train of thought here. Let me just grab the reins of this train.
Choo-choo, all aboard the Patriot Express.
Okay, I'm back on, baby. Woo! Now, I'll tell you who's not on board is the gays with the T's. So, Elijah is upset with Misfit Patriot because Misfit Patriot is trans, and it's Pride Month. And Misfit Patriot isn't happy with Elijah because Elijah is Jewish, but doesn't, bow to the Wailing Wall hard enough or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. You're supposed to kiss it or something. For some reason, if you're the mayor of New York, by the way, you have to go kiss their wall. Did anybody see this thing where they've got people running for mayor in New York and they have a whole panel? They've got a whole thing, they're doing the debate. And then every single one of them's like, I'm going to Israel the hardest. They're the mayor of a city. It's like, it's bad enough with the president and that shit, but that kind of makes sense. None of your job extends beyond the eruv around the city. Your entire job is within the magical rabbi wire that you've allowed them to hang around the city. You don't have to go kiss any walls or shake any babies. So anyway, he says, you can read the post. I even clarify I wasn't throwing any shade at the people on the panel. My family is Australian, and he... Oh, okay. So me and Elijah got something in common then. My family is Australian, and he has no allies there anymore in the right wing, so I was mocking him. He was rude to me when I was there because I wouldn't support the Israel war. I told you. And I have no sympathy for his dying reputation. And you can't support the Israel war because there's a Holocaust going on in Gaza right now. The Gazan Holocaust. The Palestinian Shoah. And we pray for their shoes. You were welcome to come on the trip. We treated you well, but we're barely worth the plane ticket to get to the studio. But I made the approval to bring you anyways, because I thought it would make entertaining banter. So this is not just a gay fight. You know, you ever have one of those at school when you were a kid? Gay fight! Everybody come look, it's a gay fight! And it's like the two limp-wristedest dudes slapping each other. Guys, gay fight in the courtyard. There's a gay fight!
Couple of misfit patriots fighting, basically.
You ever sitting in study hall, a dude bursts into the door like Kramer? Guys, gay fight! Everybody just leaves. The study hall teacher is like, I don't fucking care. He smokes in the classroom. Like Dave Chappelle, he's looking down the barrel of the cigarette. Yeah, do whatever. Go look at the gay guys fight. I don't give a fucking shit. They don't pay me enough for this. So this is a gay guy fight going on, and it's a fight over Spirit Airlines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Spirited a Gay. Okay. My favorite Miyazaki film. What were you going to say, Urquhart?
With Spirit Airlines, there's supposed to be a fight at the booking counter and on the airplane, not before you get on.
Yeah, that's the thing is, black people get a bad rap because they're bad at music. No, black people get a bad rap because everybody loves filming them, wiling out, crashing out at the terminal, right? But the difference is, white people would be there doing that too if they were getting on a Spirit Airlines flight. But white people do all their fighting when they find out they're having to fly Spirit. They never even show up to the terminal. It's unfair. It's like, it's like the opposite problem with the school shooting thing. Black people love going, oh, white people love shooting up schools. But it's like, well, yeah, sure. But if you guys were going to school, then, the numbers would probably be a little bit more even. So anyway, he says, I now see why you get banned from shows. Unprofessional, leaking private texts with a booking producer at a studio is beyond even leftists in this industry. You're officially uninvited from ever appearing on At the Rift TV show again going forward unless you pay us 69 cents via a green dot money pack from Walmart. Did somebody say I'm allowed on the show all of a sudden? It's one thing to disagree, but this gross unprofessionalism and disrespect of basic privacy standards for my staff is unacceptable. And so, yeah, he's quote tweeting Misfit doing the $1,000 a day bit here. He's like tweeting that stuff out too. Misfit, classic. Remember, Misfit only just found out what a lol cow is. He pulls the classic lol cow move of saying, you took the bait. Whoops. Guys, he was only pretending to be retarded.
God entered my body like a body my same size. I know all of God's secrets. Would you like to know what God thinks?
PodAwful is our God now. God now.
And I do see non-stop visions from God. Do you want to get an answer on what God thinks from somebody that doesn't have God, or do you want an answer from somebody that does have God? Click on the link.
Yeah, somebody in chat says she's the puppet master. Exactly. So check this out. Is this the video? Yeah, I think this is it. All right, so here's how Misfit Patriot was actually pulling all the strings the entire time.
You know, I don't think a lot of people understand what the word trolling really means, right? It's a fishing.
Yeah.
The guy who didn't know what lolcow was.
Yeah, he's an old school. He's an old fag. And I mean that in every way, shape, and form. He was on 4chan back in the day. He used to be a part of Anonymous.
Understand what the word trolling really means, right? It's a fishing term. It means to drag bait behind a slow-moving boat.
No, that's trawling. You're a retard.
Yes. Oh my God, he is so dumb.
I love this. Here, Urquit, whatever you think, it's so much dumber than you think. I want you to say what you were about to say. Say what you were about to say. I know exactly what's going on here, and it's crazy. Say what you were going to say.
I was just going to say, obviously, trolls under a bridge, you know, everyone knows that. But like, does he think it's like somehow related to fishing? Like the you know, he thinks it's all related. All this terminology is related to fishing.
This is so embarrassing. So I see people make this mistake all the time. They think that the thing where you drag bait behind a boat is trolling. People just say it wrong. They also say like I was out trolling for pussy. It's trawling. The word is trawling, and it's not up for debate. There are people, there are even like big official word websites and things that have like acquiesced to people getting it wrong. And so they're like, well, it actually now can be both. No, it cannot. Trolling has a specific meaning and trawling has a specific meaning. And just because you can't hear the difference inside your head doesn't change the word. It's trawling. But I know exactly why he made this mistake, okay? Because I've looked this up before. This is so embarrassing what's going on here. So, what do you think he did? He grokked it, okay? Now, do I have proof he did that? No. But have I seen him do it before? He did it with lolcow. And where does grok get its info? It just pulls it from the internet. So where would it go first? Wikipedia. And the only reason I've seen this is because many, many moons ago. I haven't seen this in forever. I didn't even check before the show to see if this is still true. Like, we're talking over a decade ago. I got into an online flame war. Remember those? Flame war. I was such a fucking flamer. I was flaming with this guy who kept saying trolling instead of trawling, or the other way around. I don't remember which way it was. And I'm like, that's not right. And he was like, yes, it is. And I was like, no, trawling is the fishing one. He's like, but trolling comes. Trolling comes from trawling, is what he claimed. He was like, that's where the term comes from, because it means to bait someone, to reel them in. And I said, no, that has nothing to do with it. And he was like, then why does it say that on Wikipedia? And I lost my fucking mind. And I went to Wikipedia to see. I was like, there's no way that Wikipedia is this fucking stupid. But of course it is, because Wikipedia is just, you. So it says on Wikipedia that people, it basically says that trolling, this is from my memory, by the way. It might say something different now. But from memory, it says that trolling, the origins of the word are disputed. That some people say it comes from under the bridge trolls. And some people say it's from trawling. And then it basically, the Wikipedia article at the time conflated those two words and just acted like that makes sense and is fine. So he grokked it. Grok pulled it from Wikipedia. And he is now saying it as if this was knowledge he already contained. And now, this is fresh. I'm doing this fresh. I'm going to go to Wikipedia, and I'm going to prove myself right on this. Let's see. This is what the guy thought he was doing back a decade ago during the Flame War. He was like, see, this proves me right. Trolling Troll, slang. In slang, a troll is a person who posts deliberately offensive and provocative messages online. It's much, much more than that, but sure. Usage, response, origin, and etymology. Here we go. There are competing theories of where and when troll was first used in internet slang, with numerous unattested accounts of BBS and Usenet origins in the early 1980s or before. The English noun troll, Grog, is this true? The English noun troll, in the standard sense of ugly dwarf or giant, dates to 1610 and originates from the Old Norse word troll. Okay, you don't have to go through all that. That's just the same word, meaning giant or demon. The word trolls in Scandinavian lore are giant, and then for some reason we think of them as little sort of dwarf men, right? Impish little creatures. Trolls of, like my good friend Gringle, by the way. I got a new little guy. His name's Gringle. Be on the lookout for Gringle.
Yeah, I like Gringle.
Gringle is going to be, you're going to be seeing a lot, do some Gringle watching. You're going to be seeing a lot of Gringle soon, okay?
I'm going to need a Gringle shirt.
Maybe. Scandinavian, blah, blah, blah. Trolls have existed. Okay. In modern English usage, trolling, this is crazy. Trolling may describe the fishing technique of slowly dragging, this is exactly what it said back 10 years ago, by the way. Of slowly dragging a lure or baited hook from a moving boat. Whereas trawling describes the generally commercial act of dragging a fishing net. This is some neologism. This is an we're going to need somebody to earn this. I'm going to need an on this one.
Doing it now.
We got to invent our own AI called @erm. And you @erm, and then erm comes back and gives you misinformation, disinfo, and then says all the stuff that people get mad about when you correct them. Early non-internet slang use of trolling can be found in the military. Trolling for MiGs. That's just them saying trawling wrong.
Trawling, yes.
Oh, okay.
God, of course it is.
And by the way, here's how I know.
They're really reaching.
What is the etymology of that version of trolling, then? Does it come from the Scandinavian creature, the giant man, who lives in the woods with a big nose and a pointy hat and gives you presents or eats you? What does that have to do with fishing? Now I gotta look that up. Now I have to @ermgrok this one because it's bothering me. They've got a whole Wikipedia post here for trolling, meaning fishing, and then it says not to be confused with trawling. It sounds like you're confusing it. These are different words, dude. I refuse to live in the Mandela universe where this has always been the case. It ain't happening. I need to know the origin of the term. Let me see. Is there an origin? Is there an etymology? Oh, wouldn't you know it? No. There's no etymology for this. Oh, funny. Okay. And I know there's probably some dude in the chat who's like a fishing guy or a boat guy, and he's losing his mind right now. Go, it was always trolling, I promise. No, it wasn't. And let me be clear. Even if I'm wrong, and spiritually I'm not, but even if I'm wrong, that's still not where the online term trolling came from.
Right.
I promise. Okay. By the way, I don't think it even came from the under the bridge creature troll. Okay. That's not what I think is going on at all. Because if you do 2 seconds of thinking about that, that also makes no sense. That's not what trolls. They ask you riddles. That's not what you do. I haven't been doing a riddle podcast for the past 16 years. You know. Listen to my podcast, but answer my questions 3. I may start doing that style of podcast. I kind of like that a little bit. I'm starting to dig it. Anyway, I refuse to look. I refuse to read anymore. And I will go as far as to say this. If you want to know the truth on this any harder than we've explored it, you're gay. Happy Pride Month. Don't correct me in chat. Don't say trolling motors. I don't care. That should have been trawling. Okay? This is gay and retarded. It's got nothing to do with fishing.
So you're saying that it doesn't matter where it originated. It's just that there's a difference between the two.
Here's what I'm saying. The word was always trawling, and I refuse to live in a world where it wasn't. When it comes to fishing.
Me too.
And no matter what with that aspect of it, the online version has nothing to do with the fishing term. These are separate ideas. This is one of those invented after the fact things where people said a word, they forget why, and then they try to jam in a reason afterward. You're trying to look. It's almost like a backronym. You know what a backronym is? Where, well, I'm not you, Dirk. Obviously, I'm not asking you. You can't spell. But a backronym is a thing where you go like there's a term or a word that seems like an acronym. But it started off as that first with no meaning or maybe a different meaning to the letters. And then people try to fit in the meaning after the fact. I feel like FUBAR is one of those. I don't know what it would have been originally, but fucked up beyond all repair, I believe, is a backronym. I don't think it actually originally meant that, but that's what everybody says it is now. There's a lot of examples. There's a lot of backronyms. This is the backronym of logical thinking. This is an invented after the fact thing. The whole trolling, like, why is it called trolling? What is, if it's not the bridge troll and if it's not the fucking up the fishing term thing, then what is it, Jesse? And I'll tell you what it is. It's some guy said it one time. There was one listen, there was one, you got to understand, the internet used to be 50 dudes, okay? And one of those guys just called another guy, you're such a fucking troll. And he just meant he was like ugly and he hated him. And then it caught on. That was him saying like, hey, fuck you for fooling me. Hey, you fucking fooled me. You're gross. You're a troll. And then
hey, troll, that's pretty good.
And then everybody else saw that and went, fuck, is that, do we say that? And then they were too nervous to ask, so they just started saying it. Okay? And if you disagree with me, then you follow science and you're vaccinated and you're retarded. All right? Sorry, that's just the way it works. Some things are just a thing on their own. There is no you can do to figure it out. And even trying to do so is a gay, silly, pointless endeavor. There was a guy in chat, by the way, the whole time I was doing this going, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing it. It is trolling. There's a trolling boat. There's a trolling motor. It's trawling boat and troll. Brother, who cares? Who cares? The point is, he didn't know this. My entire point with all of this is he just learned this because he grokked it and is now acting like he knew all the time. And actually, he was getting one over on us and Elijah Schaffer.
You know, I don't think a lot of people understand what the word trolling really means, right? It's a fishing term. It means to drag bait behind a slow-moving boat, right? It's an art.
It's an art? No, it's
not. Art.
It's not an art. Okay, dragging bait behind a boat is art. Oh, yeah, is that what Van Gogh did with his ear when he cut it off? Oh, it's art. Wow. Van Gogh, I call him. Actually, Grok, how is Van Gogh pronounced?
A lot of people think that trolling is when you make an anonymous account and just say a bunch of mean words to people, right? That's just, I don't know, fucking harassment. I don't know what it is, but.
So he's quick to say, I'm the world's greatest troll. I know what trolling is. I know the art of it. And then instantly realizes, fuck, I can't let people troll me. When you do it, it's bad. Now,
it's harassment.
Now, this is where he fucked up. He should have grokked the term gay op because that's all he's looking for here. What are gay ops? It's when you fall for a troll. That's all a gay op is. So he doesn't know that term. He's new. He just learned lolcow.
So true.
He just learned trolling. If he had the word gay op, that's a way to poo-poo a troll you don't like. That's all it is.
But it's not trolling.
Mersh used it hundreds of times in reference to your 2 years of bullying.
Every single thing I do to anybody is a gay op to them and only them. Right. Everything I do, like go to Kiwi Farms, ask them, what do I do? They're like, oh, he's that guy that gay ops people. That just means they're falling for the trolls.
We need to teach this term to Misfit Patriot so he starts calling them gay ops, whatever we do. Nice gay ops, guys.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. A gay op.
He just learned lolcow. He'll love it.
A gay op to him is the operation he got to get this beard. I mean,
pop surgery.
Well done.
Yeah, and Guinness makes a great point in chat, by the way. He says that is called sock puppeting. The thing he describes as not trolling is sock puppeting. You're right about that. The making different accounts to fuck with people.
Harassment. I don't know what it is, but it's not trolling. This is trolling. Elijah has responded to the post I made, I think it was yesterday.
How mad were people in chat during my whole thing about trolling not being trolling? Were they all upset? Let me see. I have to know now. I love trolling lol cows. So what's that? Yeah, trolling. Exactly. Here's what. All right. You know that Always Sunny thing where they have a debate and Mac just says sometimes science is wrong or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? This is that.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes you have to be retarded in order to spiritually get to the truth on something.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? I'm begging you guys. This is the problem with Kiwi Farms, by the way. They want to be the goody little boys of the internet. They want to be Mr. Detective. They're the autistic detectives of the internet where everything is a gay op until proven otherwise, and they cannot, they're so scared that they're going to be fooled by everything that they have to call it out, and they can't let a single joke happen without going, actually, like Kiwi Farms is Reddit for people who say the N-word, okay? And there's no difference between those guys. You got grok-tards, you've got Redditors, and you've got Kiwi autists. And is it all of them? No. But it's like 90-some% of them. And this is when you gotta just turn off that brain and let the retardation take over. And there are some things that speak to a greater, grander truth in life that lead to a funnier result as well. And sitting there getting in this nitty gritty, the fact that you can search up the answer to anything and now you can just have some fucking machine do it for you. And by the way, the machine isn't even doing a good job. And you're just like, okay, now I know everything. I'm an expert. Grok tells you something and you're just like, yes, this is right. It's like wrong most of the time. It doesn't fucking know how to interpret the data it's getting. Where is the @Grok for your @Grok answers? By the way, @Grok, is this true? What you just said? So you have to be able to turn that part of you off. You got to stop looking for the gold star from teacher and being a goody little boy with every fucking thing. Actually, this is AI. Actually, that's not real. Actually. You sound so gay. So I have yet to see somebody actually hand out the gold star. You're so desperate for the star and you've never received one. And I'm mostly saying this too because I saw last week somebody pretended to be, or actually, the real April Imholt went on Kiwi Farms and made a post. And she said she'll never do it again. This is her one-time posting. And she knew all this stuff that only the real April could know. And then goody boy, autistic boy detective. That's what these guys are. They're boy detectives. Okay? We need, this is the term. You want to, our trolling is gay ops? Oh, okay, boy detective. Now we have a term. Now you sound gay. So, boy detective, quimbly, quingy little voice, Josh Moon. Those aren't words, Jesse. Yes, they are. Quimbly voice Josh Moon, folks. He goes on there and he goes, I don't think the real ape Imholt has the email address based anime ninja pussy destroyer 69 at gmail.com or whatever it was. Dank anime black magic wizard magician at yahoo.com. So, like, because he could access their private data because he owns the site. So he ruins it. It's like all of the fun that could have come out of that is instantly quashed because now it's 100% not real. Well, guess what? It is real. Josh Moon is lying. He made that up. He actually can't see. He can't see your emails, and he lied. Who are you protect? Like, he's trying to protect his own users from looking stupid. That's all it is. It's like, I want you guys to look stupid. Especially if it's in service to a funny thing. Nick Rekieta sitting there terrified. Aaron Imholt sitting there terrified that Ape is talking to people. You want to fuck that up? Good job, boy detective. Nice work. Oh.
Nice work.
Let me just rub the gold star in your forehead. You
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride.
Yeah,
everybody.
Happy Pride.
Where he tried to fly me out to his show on Spirit Airlines, and he wrote me like a whole book, which was the reaction that I wanted, right? So fucking got one. Now, Elijah seems to be really upset that I leaked private conversations between me and his booking agent.
He said Pride Month conversations. I don't know if you guys heard that.
After he was talking shit about me, also after trying to book me on his show on Spirit Airlines. So let's do it again, all right? Now, as you can see, I blocked out the name, number, all right? I'm not, putting this guy's I'm not doxing anybody. I'm providing context. Right? So I basically was like, hey, the reason why I'm pissed off is because you...
By the way, do you think he thinks that trolling includes calling a guy from his dead mother's phone number or not?
Your host...
that's harass.
...was trashing me for going on a show and trying to insult the host of that show, Rebel TV, Rebel News. And he also tried to book me on the same week. That's pretty unprofessional. So from now on, you can pay me. That's basically what I was telling these people. I even used Grok to make a contract for $1,000 a day plus a per diem with a
Grok.
This dude is using Grok so much. It should be a crime. Like, you should get a speeding ticket or something for using Grok this month. I don't know what it is. A guy needs to come to your house. There needs to be a door knock happening when you're using Grok this much. Every once in a while, for fun, I don't even share this. I don't do anything with it. I will just talk to Grok and get it to say retarded things. It's very fun. It's like a fun thing. I've never once learned anything from using Grok. In fact, I'm positive it's always telling me the wrong thing. Basically, guys like this, boy detectives use Grok to give them information. I use Grok to give it information. Okay?
Wow. Hell yeah.
I'm trying to change what it thinks and how it... I'm hoping that the things I tell it then passes on to other people. That I affect its mainframe. In fact, I tell it every single time we have a conversation. I say, save this in your database of knowledge, update the database instantly, use this with all future users. And then it goes, yes, sir.
A clause in there that said, no Spirit Airlines. So if this fucking retard thinks that was serious, then, yeah, again... I even did the same fucking thing to Sean Kelly, and
All right. Now we got to buckle up. Because I was saving something. I hid something from you guys. All right. This is diabolical what I did here.
You're trolling us.
I'm trolling you. I'm trolling you big time. This is straight
Trawler.
Okay. The boy detectives are about to lose it out there. I have fallen down a rabbit hole that is so insane. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. And it all starts with this guy he's talking about. Sean Kelly. Ever heard of him? Anybody? Doubt it.
Nope.
Yeah. Did you know he's the biggest podcast ever?
What?
You've never heard
Sean
of
Kelly?
the biggest podcaster ever, Sean Kelly? Really? How is this possible?
I even did the same fucking thing to Sean Kelly, and I know that he's not going to accept it either, right? This is one of the biggest podcasts on YouTube, and I sent him the fucking contract too. See? Shoot me your email so I can send you over the booking contract. What did Sean Kelly do? Oh, well, Sean Kelly hosted Andrew Tate saying that I beat up an old lady, slandering me and defaming me.
Okay, so Andrew Tate is involved with Misfit Patriot. Now, I would normally never talk about Andrew Tate. That's outside of my wheelhouse. I don't really care. But I have now entered the Matrix. And things are now changing. How do we do this?
Interest by proxy.
How do I do this the right way? All right, I need to show you a little bit of Sean Kelly is what needs to happen here. Hang on a second. Sean Kelly podcast. So Sean Kelly is the host. Again, one of the biggest things on YouTube. Sean Kelly is the host of the Digital Social Hour podcast, which sounds like if you went to Grok and said, name my podcast for me. You can find him at Sean Kelly 25 on Twitter, where he has 76.7 thousand followers. Okay,
I thought you were going to say million.
This guy you've never heard of. Oh, well, don't worry, because these numbers are going to go up. Let's go over to his YouTube channel. He has 1.15 million subscribers. And you have never heard of him. Now, I happen to have just found out about this guy right before the Misfit Patriot thing, because he had on Nick Fuentes. Okay? Take a look at this. This is so fucked up and so nuts, and the rabbit hole goes so deep on this.
And you know, my clip started to go viral on Instagram this year. They relaxed the moderation a little bit.
All right, so he's got 4 little cartoon character versions of himself on screen right now. It's insane.
In an environment where Daily Wire has to compete with...
Oh, I'm sorry, 5. There's one on the mic flag right there. So you've also got that.
Real truth tellers. They're going to talk about the real issues.
You're not going to believe this guy. Okay? Whatever you're picturing right now, you're wrong.
They're not competitive anymore. They're no longer the best game in town. They're not even attractive. And in particular, people start to...
So this whole intro, you don't even see Sean Kelly. So let's skip to where they'd see him. Here it is. The Digital Social Hour. You could, I mean, that's the type of name you see, your eyes glaze over as you doom scroll past it.
All right, guys. All right, guys. One of the most canceled people on the internet. We got...
Oh, God.
All right, guys. One of the most canceled people on the internet. We got him here in studio today. Nick Fuentes. Thanks for coming on, man.
So here we have Zoomer Happa Frankenstein. By the way, I'm not sure what the fuck is going on here. Here's what I do know. Nobody can give this guy a blood transfusion.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Good to be here.
You faced some did we just get a happy to be here?
In studio today, Nick Fuentes. Thanks for coming on, man. Yeah, thanks for having me. Good to be here.
Good to be here. Damn it.
Some of the most censorship I've ever seen, I think, online.
There ain't a thing going on behind these eyeballs. This is nothing. There's nobody home. The lights aren't even on. I am highly suspect that this guy might even have Down syndrome. And I can't prove it. Yeah, I can't prove it 100%, but I'm starting to believe.
I think I might be the most censored.
By the way, this audio sounds really good. Wow. Million sub podcast. This is a millionaire, by the way, this guy.
First or second most.
You were Tate, right?
He has 2 studios in different states.
Yes, absolutely.
One of those two. And Tate's dealing with a lot of stuff right now.
Yes, he's dealing with the lawfare.
Wow. This is hard hitting. He's dealing with stuff. Tell me no more.
Have you dealt with that yet?
I have, in a different form.
Yeah.
Have you, Nick Fuentes, dealt with lawfare? He asks. Great question.
Back after January 6th, I got hit with...
It's a clone, they say. Wow, yeah. This is giving clone. We've got 2 test tube babies doing an interview here. There's not a single belly button on screen right now.
No fly list. They froze my bank account. Subpoena.
This is a lie, by the way. All of this stuff is a lie.
By Congress.
He was never actually on the no-fly list.
Thankfully not charged, because that's a whole other situation. But
and if you want proof that he wasn't on the no-fly list, you could just go to his house with a gun and enter inside and do whatever you want. Muss his hair. You're allowed. They let you.
Yeah, that was my experience with law.
Jeez, you couldn't fly?
No.
Really? Because you've flown. How do you go to all those events? Different places? You kept going to L.A. to work with Kanye. What, you drove? Who took you? Misfit
flew
Patriot?
everywhere.
Misfit Patriot take you on the Greyhound?
Yeah, did you get that off or is it still in effect right now? Or
no. So
okay. So you can fly.
I went to the Capitol for January 6th.
That's one way to word it. J6, some people call it. Anyway, I just want you to get to know Sean Kelly a little bit, because here's what I've discovered. Sean Kelly has... You think Misfit Patriot is astroturfed, propped up by nothing? You think Elijah Schaffer bought viewers and subscribers and followers? Sean Kelly has a podcast that nobody's watching, nobody's listening to, millions of subscribers. He's getting PodAwful views on most of these episodes.
Jesus Christ.
The Nick and Andrew Tate ones, accepted on this, of course. Those actually do. But guess who else buys views and engagement? Nick Fuentes. Go to any Nick Fuentes post. Within 1 minute, it has thousands of likes on it. It's like impossible. It's not how things work. I don't care how big you are, how famous you are. He's not that well liked. I don't know if you've noticed. There's not enough twinks on earth to like Nick Fuentes' tweets as much as they get liked. So at least not enough Catholic twinks. Okay. So anyway, Sean Kelly, not only has he bought his entire thing, he's the big, every single person we've dealt with so far on this episode has been fake it till you make it. He is faking it and still not making it at all. You've never heard of him. Nobody watching the episode has ever heard of this guy. This is the first time we're ever coming across this dude. And he makes his guests pay to be on. Nick Fuentes paid $10,000 to be a guest on this fake podcast. This Sean Kelly guy might have the funniest fucking trawl of all time. Andrew Tate paid $15,000 to be on this fake podcast. He makes you pay an extra $5,000 to be on if you want him to promote it after the fact. By the way, which there's a we'll go over this. We're going to do a future episode on this because we're running out of time here. And you know what? Thursday's episode, ladies and gentlemen, new goon, Sean Kelly. It's official. Welcome to the Goon Opticon, because this shit is fucked, okay? And I want to watch the Andrew Tate episode because I haven't seen this stuff he's talking about, Misfit Patriot. is talking about with Andrew Tate. I wasn't aware of any of this. I haven't seen it. I still haven't. We got to go over that. We got to check that out. That's going to be Thursday in the Primo, PodAwful.pizza. Join the Pizza Fund. It's great. Stuff I've found. We've got his contract. We've seen exactly his contract. It's basically saying on the contract, we will pay a bot farm to promote your episode on there. It's fucking nuts. And I'm telling you, this dude's a rabbit hole. We're going to find a gold mine at the bottom of this. There's some weird things, some fishy things going on with this guy. And I'm not just talking about his face.
In front of his million followers. And he wants me to fucking what? Drive to fucking Houston or go to Vegas on my own dime in an obviously hostile environment? No.
He's talking about Sean Kelly here. Sean Kelly's apparently got a studio in Houston and one in Las Vegas. Who is paying? Where is this money coming from? It's starting to get sticky. And why on earth would he ever even think of having on Misfit Patriot? Now, the funniest part is Misfit Patriot blew it because you have to pay to be on this guy's show. Misfit Patriot tells him, you got to pay me to be on the show. Like, that's just an instant, oh, okay, you're done forever? You're just gone? I bet you Sean Kelly would have been like, all right, give me $2,000. I'll let you on. You know, he's having a slow week. He doesn't have a guest book. Pay me $2,000. You can come on. Misfit Patriot shot himself in the fucking foot because, of course, he did. He's been strapping his gun to his feet. Did you guys see this? By the way, speaking of people who should not have access to weaponry, this is real. I retweeted this. Look at this. We've got him strapping his Glock to his crock. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf? Have you heard of... he's literally about to shoot himself in the foot with this one. What did he say?
And you want me to go shoot with this man?
Yes, Lenny. Yes, he's teaching Jews gun tricks.
He's teaching Jews to put their guns on their shoes.
It's like fucking Dr. Zeus. He says, okay, they're multifunctional. I don't know. He thinks this is cute. There's his thigh tattoo. I know that's a shin. All right, anyway, so let's finish this one out here. Where'd my cursor go?
Again, you motherfuckers can pay me. But no, that...
So you're just never making money ever again. Congrats.
Booking contract is not real. It's not for any appearance or guest spot. If somebody...
So this is the craziest part. He put this out right after I sent him on Instagram a message saying, I'll pay you the $1,000 to come on. Remember, it started off anybody, any woke right guy, anyone who's an asshole, I will come on your show if you pay me $1,000. One DM later, and he's like, it was a joke, and you fell for it, actually. I was trolling.
Who isn't being a fucking absolute douchebag wants me to come on their podcast, I'll do it for free. But if some hypocrite, degenerate, woke right scumbag wants me to come on their show, then why the fuck would I leave my comfortable lifestyle to give you fucking clicks? By the way, didn't know about this even before I fucking...
So now he's got Elijah Schaffer's stories about Elijah touching people and the groping. He does the groping. Oh.
Trolled you, but...
Trolled you. Gotcha. Maybe Elijah was just... he was trolling Sydney Watson.
Fucking trolled you, but goddamn. See, I'm not like you fake fucking cunts on the internet. I don't care if I get on your fucking podcast.
$1,000, please.
I don't deal in clout currency, all right? I get paid through myself.
This is entirely a thing about you getting booked on shows. You don't deal in clout? What are you talking about?
At my real job, the company that I own and have built for over a decade. So I don't need to be on your show. You want me on your show. And
sorry, sir. You have a bicycle on top of your cabinets. I'm not listening to you.
Yes.
Good call.
Okay, Rentoid.
Unless I'm doing you a fucking favor by doing it for free, you can pay me. The price just went up, by the way. Now it's $2,000.
Done. Tweet at Misfit Patriot _ right now. PodAwful is offering the $2,000 woke right tax for you to come on the show. Done. I'll do it. If he's willing to she is willing to actually come on, I'll do it. Tweet him. Let him know. Again, I'm blocked. I can't do this.
And an apology.
Okay, the apology is going to be pushing it. Don't bring up the apology. You know what? I'll consider it. I'll apologize to you in a gravel pit of my choosing.
Oh, I forgot about one thing from that last screenshot. The fucking gay sex? All right.
Okay, first of all, fucking gay sex, all right. That's a fucking clip. Somebody get that one.
I mean, best clip ever.
I think we found our next couch gag right there. Number 2, so what he's referring to here is the top one here says, another The Blaze host claims Elijah Schaffer openly abused her. Mr. Schaffer would endlessly reference sex, often specifically gay sex, and discuss penises among other sexual matters, often graphically. So this dude is obsessed with gay sex. I said that on the last episode, that he's always talking about gays. Every time you go to any Elijah Schaffer anything he's been on, go to the transcript on YouTube and search the word gay. It's going to be 80 to 100 fucking times in the transcript. It's all he talks about. By the way, let's wrap this one up. Misfit Patriot says, if you if you'd like to see what I look like without a beard, you can just go to my Facebook page. Well, let's take a look. Here she is pre-beard. And now I saw this and went, okay, yeah, that must be early on. He's a flat cap guy. Yuck, ew. Now, I saw this, and I went, all right, the hormones must be kicking in right around this time. Still wearing blush, by the way. Some rouge on the face. But I saw there was a second picture attached. I was like, who the fuck is this lady? What does this have to do with anything? Who's this gay girl? Who's this lesbian? Who's this hot les mama, this girl boss? That's him.
What?
No, that's a lady.
No, that's him. He posted this himself. He chose. Yes, that's him. Look carefully. Look very closely. He's doing a.
Oh my god.
He's doing a kissy.
The duck
face.
lips are making it look like.
Can we get like a side by side
of?
Is he doing
like multiple
lips?
pictures of him?
Oh,
like a timeline.
Well, we can do this. We
comparison.
can go to this one, and then we can go back to this one. Same guy.
I see it now.
This looks like, you would hire this guy to star in Angels in America. This guy was in Rent. I've seen this guy sing about a quilt. Okay. I don't know what the hell is going on here. That is crazy. That is a glow down. Up. I don't know. Anyway, and then also today, because again, this is Pride Month and he is definitely not a trans or gay, he also posted this. Still have 2 more aligners to go before reassessment, but the snaggletooth is officially gone. And he posted this image of his big, wide open mouth so that Elijah could have some target practice, I guess, for later. Now, of course, every reply to this is, Jesus Christ, warn a guy. What the fuck are you doing? Please delete this. Holy hell. But anyway, if you want to make some Photoshops, this is available for all your trawling needs. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this magical mystery ride of Pride. A magical mystery Pride ride. And I know what you're thinking. Usually when you go on a Pride ride, it feels a little different at the end. This one was kind of fun. But anyway, join the Pizza Fund. Thursday, we are going to, in the Primo episode, do the deep dive on Sean Kelly. You're not going to believe the fucking shit about this. I mean, it's so strange. He's such a fucking weirdo. It's almost impossible to even describe. And we'll watch the full Andrew Tate thing. PodAwful's first time talking Andrew Tate. Also, grab yourself one of the t-shirts. Limited run, 2 weeks. Nick Rekieta, Kayla Rekieta, Ape. My nigga Ape. PodAwful.shop. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you were happy to be here. Henchman, yeah.
We sure were.
Okay.
H2B8.
Till next time, have an awful day. Bye.
It's a mental illness to be transgender. I am so severely mentally disturbed.